What's up everyone, hope you're having a good day. This channel is me documenting everything I do to my 2002 Ford Ranger, the upgrades, the maintenance, the builds, all of it. I'm not a professional, not even close. I don't really have a maintenance background, but I'm just someone who's wanted this truck since high school, and I finally have one, so let's get into it. So this is the Ranger. It's a 2002 Ford Ranger Super Cab XLT, 2-door with a 6-foot bed. I've had my eye on this body style for years. There's something about the early 2000s Rangers that just looks right to me. When I finally had the chance to get one, it wasn't even a question. And yeah, I looked at the Slate truck. It's a cool concept, but the features weren't there, especially with all the little add-ons you have to do, and with the incentives gone, the price just didn't make sense. This made way more sense for what I actually want to do, which is build something from the ground up the way I want it and the way that I prefer it. So let me walk you through where it's at right now, what's already done, what's broken, and what's coming. So the first change I tackled was the lights. The headlights and brake lights that came with it were worn out, they were faded, yellowed, beat up, just not it. I got some new lights and brake lights off Amazon. The headlights arrived broken, but thankfully the brake lights were working just fine. So I sent back those broken headlights, and I got these new headlights from 1A Auto. I'll add that in the description. I swapped out the broken ones, and the difference is significant, especially the tail lights. The install was a little tedious, but I'm happy with the results.
Okay, so this was the stock part, and you can see that's the setup. When it goes in, these parts are such a pain in the ass to line up, like it's actually insane. And this one also simultaneously has to be lodged into there. So when I got these new ones I ordered off Amazon, it's still the same, this thing that's universal, but the lighting effect was supposed to look kind of cool, but these didn't work. They were pretty half-assed. Like one of them lit up one color, one of them lit up another color. So I ended up getting some when I was watching a video on how to replace the part by 1FA Auto, I want to say. So I ordered from them, and I watched their video a million times when I was trying to do these ones. So I just ended up ordering from them, and I got these ones. And instead of having the side piece, so instead of having these two together, the new headlight is just one big chunk. It's already got this whole thing is all together. So that was pretty cool and convenient. These, insanely difficult to keep on track. You can see the groove piece, and you can see that guiding piece right down there. So there's 3 of those, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. But it wasn't too hard to put in. The first thing you want to do is pull these out. Got one right here, and then you got one right there, like I was talking about. You lift those up, and then you'll feel your original headlight loosen. You just want to slowly wiggle them out, and then disconnect them, obviously. And then when you're reconnecting the new ones, again, you have to guide the little wiggly piece. It's very important. It's a little flexible, like it'll move. Let me see if I can show you. You can move it, so that's cool. But that's also its downside, is that it moves when you're lining up inside the hole there. But yeah, I got both of these done. I spent so much time with those broken ones trying to figure out what the issue was, that I kind of was able to put them in these new ones in pretty quickly. The only thing I don't like, and it could be something that maybe I'm missing or something I'm kind of doing wrong, is there's a little bit of a gap, but I think that's just what happens with parts that are not OEM.
At night, the back of this thing looks exactly how I want the whole truck to look. It's clean and intentional, and that's the direction I want to aim for. Next is the interior. The steering wheel is so worn it gives me blisters whenever I'm driving for a while. That's getting replaced. The previous owner also put a Kenwood head unit in there. It works, but it's not staying long term. I've got bigger plans for the tech inside the truck. Better entertainment system, a key fob, power windows. I want this thing modern on the inside while still looking clean. One thing I need to figure out soon is the gauge cluster. The backlighting isn't fully working, so at night some of the gauges are just dark. It's a small thing, but it bugs me, and I'll show y'all whatever the fix ends up being. Next, the bed of the Ranger. It's a 6-foot bed. It already has a liner in it, which is a plus. I'm thinking about adding a toolbox back here. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but it makes sense for how I want to use it and any extra stuff that I want to store. It drives well, straightforward, light, responsive. For a 20-something-year-old truck, it feels solid. So that's the Ranger as it sits right now. Next few videos are already mapped out, full exterior detail, interior clean, and then I've got some fluid replacements to knock out. Foundations first, then we get into the real builds. Subscribe if you want to follow along, and I'll see you in the next one.